Welcome back to 500 Days, Strive to Survive. We are on day 81. I'm going to make a meat curing box. I'm going to stock the meat curing box. Let's this, and maybe we'll hunt a bear this episode too. We'll see what's going to happen. And let's eat this tiny bit of venison. We'll need to make some water as well. I was going to cook a ton of meat, but I would actually rather put the meat in the curing box. I'll need to cook some meat. So let's take stock. We have all of our fur firewood here. I think we have some here as well, right? Yep, that's plenty. And let's just go see how much cooked meat we have and how much meat we're going to need to procure for the box. We may also reorganize things today. I think it makes sense to put the curing box by the front door. Maybe right here. Beautiful blue. Okay, so what do we got? We have probably something like just shy of 10 kilos here. I think the box can store 20. We have a ton of raw bear meat and more wolf meat. So this is fine. I want to cook bear meat and cure wolf meat, because whatever meat you put in there comes out at the same number of calories. So you actually lose calories by curing bear meat. Still worth it, arguably. And I think wolf meat, you break even. So let's get a fire started. And we'll use a torch. The only reason to keep things set up here instead of downstairs is because of this 2-hob stove. I still think that coffee cup looks big. Alright, let's put that out. Add just a little bit of firewood. We'll add that cedar. We'll add some sticks. That should do it. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, you probably don't even craft it on here. You probably craft it. Okay, so I need salt, that's downstairs, and I need 10 firewood and a furniture workbench. Okay, let me go grab that salt. So the plan is to leave a meat curing box here, but there's an obvious flaw to that plan. There's no renewable salt source in this area. Late game, maybe I'll have... Oh, let's move this. Late game, maybe I'll have curing boxes in a bunch of different places. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get things curing. I have plenty of salt for now, and then I'm going to go to Coastal Highway, I think. Here's the meat curing box. Let's just do a half hour. Oh, it's 6 hours. That's quite a while. We do a half hour and then put some more meat on. I can't move because I have the curing box in my inventory. Let's drop all of this. I move now. This is going to be very cumbersome. Let's not do it this way. Let's do it... Can we do this here? Where can I get this? Okay, that'll do it. How are we gonna... Here's what we'll do. Okay, and now we should be able to reach both. Good. And let's pick... not quite. Little cumbersome. That's okay. Okay, this should be good. Let's take that, add more meat. Okay, pick this all up. And now we should be able to do everything just fine. Do another half hour. I wonder if that 10 kilograms of salt it needs, or 8 or whatever, actually goes into stocking it for the first time. Okay, 12 minutes. I don't have much time left on here. Let me drop these. Let's use one more cedar, maybe 2. Probably regret that later. That's okay. Just pass time, get this. Oops. Was that cooked? Guess we'll find out. Okay. And another... Let's just do an hour. Okay. Let's add one more cedar. And do we have any... Yeah, we still have a couple of big bear meats. Add this one and this one. And throw another half hour onto this. We'll probably just finish all of it in the morning after this fire dies out, but I need a little bit more food to keep us going. And let's craft something else in the meantime. Let's prepare some reishi. Okay, take that, take that. We got an hour. Let's make some water. All right. Let's try to do one more hour. Not quite there, but that's okay. Boiled water, boiled water. Okay, let's... Food? Drink some water and sleep. And then we'll finish up in the morning. Let's maybe... Yeah, let's try to sleep 10 hours. I don't think we're going to be able to. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's not quite bright enough yet to start crafting, so let's see if there's anything else we need to be crafting. Yeah, let's make some of these. So it looks like we slept about 7.5 hours. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's only 1 minute. Well, I have a couple of bandages. Okay, let's just drink some water and pass a little time. Okay, and now we should be able to finish this off. Let's drink some water first. This is the first time I will be using the meat curing box. Pretty excited for it. Okay. We can walk, so let's go over here. We're going to get this out of our inventory. Put this here for now. Or, actually, can we put it right here? No, for whatever reason, no. There we go. Put it right here. And then we'll put the box. Probably eventually want this downstairs, like I said. Let's put it downstairs right now. Let's just do that. Very slow because it's very heavy. And because I still have a ton of bear meat on me. Some of that. We'll need to make water today. We'll go out, we'll collect some sticks and stuff. We'll probably do a little hunting. Unless I have 20 kilos of meat just sitting around. Which I might. Okay, let's put this right here if we can. Might have to move that rug first. Nope. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so it has 10 kilograms of salt in it. So, great. We have another 10 over there. And maybe we'll just stick this next to it. Or on top of it. Put it right here. Okay. Now, how much do we actually have? We can't use that. It has to be over 50%. Oh, we probably have very little then, actually. Yeah, I bet we have almost no meat. So we're going to have to go get some meat. Let's lighten our load a little bit. Drop these. This done. 2 hours left. What else? We're wearing all that stuff. We'll drop a bunch of this meat outside. Drop some salt. Let's drop these in here. I guess I'll keep one. Keep the other one. And then... Ah, the woodworking tools. Yeah, those need to go back upstairs. We'll deal with this later, because I think I'm going to, once we get some meat, reorganize this place a little bit, and then head to Coastal Highway. Let's see what else. Where's all our weight? We have this heavy bird. Just leave him. Yeah, it's all in meat. Okay, let's go outside. Let's get a little bit more water. I have to make some today. It's totally fine. So we're gearing up to head to Coastal Highway and Desolation Point because they have replenishing salt. And we can also do... Where is... Where's my trade menu with Sutherland? Okay, let's dump some stuff here. It's pretty cold out. Let's put cooked meat right here, I guess. And then let's drop raw bear meat right over here. Okay. Way better on weight now. Let's that stuff out. Okay, that's fine. And let me just double check. This is all going to be ruined, right? Yeah. Not even close. So we need to kill something. Okay, let's wait a minute inside while it's still cold. And then when it warms up a little bit, we'll go out hunting. Okay, so an alternative, by the way, to going to Coastal Highway is I could go to Bleak Inlet. I haven't been there yet. So that's an option. Here we go. So what do I need to give them? Lamp oil, a car battery, and cloth. That'll get me wolfskin pants. Oh, and I can get plenty of salt over there with raw animals or raw fish and water. Yeah, so I'm going to head to Coastal and start doing those exchanges, I think. I think that's the plan. So in the meantime, let's find somewhere to put this stuff. Yeah, I think maybe this becomes a workspace. Well, that's not very cozy, is it? Get rid of this. Okay, leave those there for now. It's over here for reading. Yeah, I could definitely put all my skins in here or back here. I can make this my workspace. Let's do that again. I'm going to want to make a bearskin bed. Probably another bear cloak. And maybe... grab all these. Oh, some of them are through the floor? Is that right? Nope, just the carpet. Okay. Need some of those pretty soon. Actually, this isn't going to work, because I'm going to put the workbench in the... I don't know. That's all fine. Let's just leave it alone. Okay. Drop these. Drop that. Right over. Right. Now, do I have arrowheads? I might have arrowheads upstairs. Let's check. Not in here, at least. Not in here, at least. I doubt they'd be in here, but let's check. Nope, just some thermal underwear, a bunch of coffee, and birch bark tea. Let me take one of these birch bark teas, actually. Let's put away one of these rose hips, and one of these coffees. Okay. Let's bring this one down. While we're up there, we may as well slowly start working on this. Let's put this right here. Nope, that's going to block the path. Put it... Yeah, those deer hides are going to get in the way. Okay. Forget it. Goes back upstairs. Okay, so it should be a little bit warmer now. Let's see if it's light enough out. We'll hunt a bit. Even rabbits and ptarmigan would be fine. Wolves would be fine, pretty easy to kill, so I don't mind if we find some wolves. I might want to do some fishing. I can probably do that when I'm in Coastal. Let's see if there are any deer or wolves on the lake. Sometimes there are down by these cabins. Right now I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing. Alright, well maybe I can at least collect some sticks. I was hoping I could also kill the bear. So maybe I'll go check down there too. It's not the most efficient use of the meat curing box, like I said, but meat's meat. Okay. And he should be active. He's not like the moose. I think just if the bear is spawned, he's spawned. And he just sticks around and that's it. That's down into the center of the lake right there. Yep, here's this hammer. I thought I left a hammer here. Let me actually just note that real quickly. Oh, I did. Okay, great. Let's continue to go this way. See if we can spot him in the fog. If we do, we'll light a fire. Where are you? Okay. Yeah. I want to get you somewhere a little easier to harvest you, so let's go this way. But I think there's still a cabin this way. Or maybe I'm already past the cabins. Yeah, I might already be at the bear cave. Oh yeah, I'm right here. Okay. Come here. Yeah, I'm all the way over here. It's fine. Four. 5? Wow, okay. So this is going to go to some of the cabins. Or I could keep going that way, but I am where I am, so... Am I just wrong about where I am? Yeah, I totally am. I really want to get you somewhere warm, though, where I don't have to bother making a fire. Let's go this way. He'll find me again. I'm not worried about him. So there's a cave right here. Well, let's step inside for a second. Got some sticks at least. Let's just warm up real quick. Yeah, there we go. 3. I'll crouch. Probably can't map. Oh, I can. Okay. I probably already have as well. Yep. And let's pass a little bit of time. Just to warm up. Okay. I back out. Slightly better visibility now. Go back down here. Looks like there's an animal over there. Maybe a deer, maybe a wolf. I don't see the bear, though. Actually, that might just be some wood. I don't see the bear. I find that sticks spawn in multiples more often in Mystery Lake. That's just anecdotal. That's not a fact. Can I have this? Okay. And it's gone. And so is the stick that was there. Here we go. Alright. I don't see any real useful wildlife. Let's climb up here and see if I can get a better view. Not really. Can't see the bear from here, but I bet if I go out there, he's going to be somewhere out here. I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping he's just right around this corner, or just hasn't rendered in yet. Might be over in his cave. Doesn't look like it, though. Doesn't look like it. Let's see if I left anything here. I doubt it. I think the last time I was here, I killed the bear, and then brought everything home with a travois. Yeah, it looks like it. Nothing here. I was wondering if I left any guts or anything like that. Or meat. Okay, well, let's go over here. And if we don't spot them, we'll just start heading back. There are usually deer and wolves up the creek. So if we can't find something here, we can continue the search up there. No, it doesn't look like the bear's out. Weird, I would have thought he would have respawned and would just be here. Maybe I don't understand how he works. Okay. So the bear bedroll is... The bear code is, I think, 2. The bear bedroll, I don't know if it's 2 or 3. And the bear bed, I mean, I don't know how many that is. It's probably got to be at least 2. But that's just a guess. So I really do want bear pelts. I'll get a little cold. That's okay. I guess I could fish. But I'd rather use the tip-up method. The tip-up method is you make, I think, 5 or 6, not sure how many, fishing holes that are all within reach of the fishing hut. And you just have them all going at a time. And then you fish for some period of time. I think it's a half hour or an hour. And you'll get some guaranteed catches. And you can just continually break the ice on the fishing holes. And just keep catching fish over and over again. You can get a ton of fish very, very fast that way. It kind of makes food trivial. So I guess I'll eventually do that. And maybe that'll be the plan. Maybe I'll prepare to do that tonight if I can't find any meat. That way I can load up this curing box and get a move on. Nothing, huh? No wolves, no deer. I guess I'll take a rabbit. I don't really want to go much farther than this. Perfect. Oh, I gained archery experience? Is that because I broke my arrow? I don't even have a rock. Let's maybe grab a couple rocks. Alright, I'm just going to go back to warm up. And I guess if I have scrap metal, which I may not have, I'll start working on some tip-ups. I think you also probably need reclaimed wood. Shame I lost that wolf. Thought he would have found me again for sure. Well, I have tons of food to sustain myself here. I just need something fresh for the box. That's the issue. All that ruined meat, because cooking 5 is too powerful, I can just cook it. And I think that puts it at 50% anyway. But I can cook ruined meat And I have tons of that stuff to survive off of. But you really need food coming in, because if you don't have food coming in, you'd be surprised how quickly your supplies can dwindle. I hear wolves. Where are they? Bet I never named that deer because... wonder if you can get birch up there, if you can even get up there. I bet you can. I bet you can go down to that from Overlook Cave. But I didn't name that deer because if I could find him right now, he might not be safe anymore. I need 20 kilos of meat as soon as possible. Alright, let's go in here. Let's organize our inventory a bit, because we don't need all the weight we're carrying. And let me double check. I believe I've been to Coastal and Desolation Point. Let me just make sure. Oh, there's the deer. There's our buddy. Well, buddy, I think it's your time. Don't worry, I'll miss a few times. I'll give you a chance. I prefer to try to get them head on. It's just a lot easier. Oh, he's antsy. He knows what's happening. Because what I don't want to do is be chasing him. I want to be chasing a wounded deer while I'm cold. We should turn around now. I don't love being right at these tracks. He's gonna run as soon as I stand, but there's usually a split second where you can fire first. I just want him to be facing me is all. Alright, good enough. Sorry, pal. Okay, let's light a fire, I guess, and hope the weather doesn't change. We're only doing this because we're already cold and already taking some damage. So let's pop this here. The stick. We're not going to take his guts or his hide or anything like that. I don't care about any of that stuff. We have tons of it. Maybe we will later once we're warm. His body's still out here. We can come back. But I just want the meat. Okay. I think we have that ptarmigan. Okay. Let's use one coal. I'm going to regret that later. But we're going to go through some spots where we're going to get a bunch of coal, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and yeah, let's use our knife. Should sharpen that stuff off before we leave too, and also maybe repair our rabbit skin stuff. Okay, that's it. Let's take a few torches. Actually, we should have made water during that. Still can. Let's do 1 liter of water and 1 liter of water. Drink a little bit, and now we'll... I guess we may as well harvest this. We have some time, right? But we do need to get back and eat some food. Alright, that'll do. So that's most of what we need, but we still need about 8 more kilos, 9 more kilos. I don't want to get it started until all of it's in there, because I think no matter how much meat is in the box, it uses salt at the same rate, right? So if you put 1 piece of meat in there, you're going to be using as much salt as if you put 20 kilos in there. So I'd much rather have 20 kilos in there. And I assume that 10 kilos of salt, like 1 bag of salt, is enough. But I don't actually know that. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else that we could use that's 50%? Okay, that's 51. So some of these might be good. I don't think it's going to be many of them. If I can get close to... $20, that'd be okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm comfortable with this. I think this is going to be close enough. See if I can find just 1 or 2 more. Okay, this is gonna work. Okay, I think we're good. And that's all ruined. Okay. So now, we can open this bad boy up. We can add all of this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's fine. So now I think we just leave it there. That's it. And it'll start curing. And we'll lose some calories on these, but whatever, it's fine. And we'll gain some on the deer, I think. Or at least it'll be neutral. And this small piece, I think... Yeah, I don't know if that'll do anything. It might just be each kilo gives you a certain amount. Okay, and then we also have this ptarmigan. I think let's eat some food first. But I think we still have some meat to harvest on that ptarmigan, which I like using for broth, but I'm excited about this, so we'll just use it for this. Take another bear meat or 2, maybe one of these venison. Okay. Yep, let's harvest that. We'll sharpen our tools tonight. Maybe we'll repair the rabbit stuff now. Okay, so can you put this in too? Yeah, looks like it. I wonder if it comes out as the same thing, just cured meat. Okay. Let's rethink some things. Let's grab this. A couple of these. What is this, 60%? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's about time. Let's repair this. Some health right now. I'll sleep 10 hours tonight. It'll be fine. Drink a little water. We don't need to lose more health. And how are my deer skins? They're fine. Bear's fine. That's fine. This is fine. May as well repair it, I guess. I mean, 1 or 2 nasty animal attacks, and that could be a problem, so may as well. Get some mending skill anyway. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Do I want my work stuff in here? I don't think that I do. I could put it right here. Put it right here. We'll also probably bring some... Let's just move this here for now. We'll probably bring some arrow shafts with us, because we might just use Desolation Point. For the forge. Okay, we'll drop this here. Okay, let's pick all this stuff up and put it somewhere else. Put it all right here. Deal with that later. And put this, just move it a little bit away. Good. And grab these. And put them over here, I guess. I'll reconceptualize this before messing around with it, but I'm going to put the work stuff down here eventually, so I just wanted to clear that space out. I could make another bow. I think my bow's pretty low. 55? It's okay. We'll make another one when we get back from Coastal Highway. That's what we'll do. In the meantime, let's just drop these saplings again. And we'll drop the... We'll take the birch with us, why not? Because it weighs something, that's why not. Let's drop it. Okay. Throw this firewood right here. Salt under the bed. I think you can put it on the box. Right? Looks like you can. I don't know, that's begging to get glitched through. Put this up here. I'm not going to drag a battery all the way to... Do you have to complete all of his exchanges at once? Is that the case? Where is it? Down here? I have 1 active trade. I don't know. I don't know. If I do, then it'll be a little while. Let's eat a little bit. I'm going to take a peek in here. Yeah, see? It's expending salt, and these things are 1% cured. Cool. And let's drop this fat. We just have fat everywhere. Okay, let's harvest 1 more feather. Why not? Do it by hand. And let's sharpen our tools. I have more whetstones upstairs. Let's just do some sharpening. And in the morning, I think we're just going to try to head to Coastal. I just want to get more salt and start these trades. Maybe I'll bring a battery if I can get my weight down low enough. 1 more. And the hatchet. The alternative, let's just break this. The alternative is that I could go get some coal behind Trappers and then head to Forlorn make a bunch of arrows, fight the cougar. All that stuff I said I was going to do way back when. I don't think I'm going to need the salt yet. I have a lot of it. Right? I have 10 in there. Then I got a whole another 10 there. I think there was another bag, but let me just sleep. I'm gonna pass a couple hours. 1 second. Let's just pass a couple of hours. Okay, that should get us 10 hours of sleep. So I guess I don't really need to go to Coastal. I could just get some coal, head to Forlorn. I think that's probably what I'll do, and I'll make a bunch of water while I'm there. I should leave some water here, too. So what do I have? I have 12 kilos plus another 10 in here. That's going to be fine. Looks like I used less than a half a kilogram, so... Okay, let's put this up here. Okay, let's sort out our inventory. We also are going to need some scrap metal, so we need to make sure we have plenty of scrap. Let's see. What's the situation here? I want all of this, not that. I think I want all of this too. That's quite heavy. We can leave some of that. We'll take a few. Nah. Just a couple. All that's fine. Don't need this with us. Probably repair those. Unfortunately, they're the best we have. He's ruined? Moldy. Ah, let's take them. Lightweight. Leave these ones. Don't need all these. Don't need all these, but it's really not weighing me down. Might need that hacksaw. Is there scrap metal in here? There's not. Not scrap metal. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, I'm going to want to make the arrows. Maybe while we're at Forlorn Muskeg, actually. So I should bring feathers. How many arrows am I going to want? 3 per? I mean, I'd love, like, 10 arrows. Let's take... about 30 feathers. Do we have... beard dressing? We do. Okay. We can leave these. Leave 1 mushroom. Leave all this down. Right? Yeah, this is... well, I might want to repair that before we go too. What's it take to repair that? 45 minutes, 2 cloth and 5 down. Yeah, sure. It's only 30%, so it doesn't go to 100, so this is like the perfect time to repair. Great. Let's try one more time. Okay. And now we can put the rest in here. Don't need these. Not going to need that, but I'll just drop it on the floor somewhere. Okay, our weight's pretty good. 6 simple arrows. Got this book. All right. Now we will need to drag a battery down there too. I believe. Double check. Yeah, I think we only have one at the Pleasant Valley farmhouse. I think there's another one. I mean, it's either at the farmhouse or the Signal Hill. Okay. Let's... I think everything we want repaired is repaired. A little bit of meat. Let's go down to Trappers and get some coal. We also need scrap metal. Do we have scrap metal in here? Do we have things we can break up? Nope. And... nope. So we need scrap. Okay. There should be some stuff we can scrap over at... Spence Family Homestead, but I don't know what I've already scrapped there, so we gotta gather some scrap metal. Okay. First things first, let's go get some coal. And let's grab some meat too. Now we could get coal by the Bleak Inlet Cave in Forlorn Muskeg, but I really don't want to wait until the last minute. After Desolation Point traumatized me the way that it did, I'd rather just have what I need and not have to worry about it. If I had a fire-hardened arrow, I'd throw one. I'd fling one. Because it's a great way to train your archery skill. Eventually, when you can fire while you're crouched, that's really powerful. So to revisit the plan, what I want to do in Forlorn Muskeg is I want to repair the radio tower during the day, and then head over to Bleak Inlet. Because there's always an aurora the night after you repair a tower, but that bunker over in Bleak Inlet has a cougar right on top of it. And I don't want to fight the aurora cougar. I've never fought the cougar at all, so I really don't need to be fighting an aurora cougar. So we're almost at the deadfall area. You're left a little. There it is. And no scrap or anything to rip apart over there, but that's fine. Then we'll just keep going this way. Towards the edge of the map. May as well harvest these mushrooms. Trappers is along the map edge. So if you don't know how to navigate this area, you can just go until you hit the wall and follow the wall to Trappers. But you gotta veer left for that. Because if you overshoot it and you end up just past Trappers, you end up in the clear-cut area. There's a cougar over there, too. I don't want to deal with that. We're just going to go this way. We'll hit the map border and hook a right. If there's a moose in front of trappers, that would be great. It's just a ton of meat. There's nothing much more important about it than that. I already have my satchel. Doesn't hurt to have a second satchel. Make the moose hide cloak. I think that has pretty good defense, so it doesn't hurt to have one. Oh, look, there's ptarmigan over there. Yep, and here's the wall of the map. Right. We'll probably dip into the cave before we go to trappers, because that's the whole reason we're here, right? Just to grab some charcoal, some coal. So we'll go into the cave, grab coal, and then probably sleep in trappers. Looks like it might be clearing up a little bit. Get a little birch as a bonus. Birch is probably one of the better teas to use to heat up, just because it's replenishable. But it does also have that other benefit of giving you an HP regen effect. And that can be very, very valuable. Take out a bow just in case anyone gets any funny ideas. Axe's last stand. Then it'll be right over this hill. Bear's Cave is over there. There's another bear at the lake. I'm not sure which ones are active in this playthrough. I'm sure I wrote it down. But I'm not interested in that exactly at this moment. I would take a bear. I would take a bear because I'd love to use its hide. Okay, so let's just go in the cave first. Just wanted to see if there was a bear or a moose over here. So this is the cave to Mountain Town. And I mean, we could start there. We could go to Mountain Town right now and try to repair the bunker there. The problem is, or the tower there, the problem is I didn't bring a battery. Probably could have and should have and just left it here. Let's light this. I want to get the cougar out of the way. Because if I die to the cougar, then there's no point to the rest of it anyway. Let me see real quickly. Are there any batteries at... No, it doesn't look like it. Did I go to Mountain Town yet? Probably, right? I had to have. Yeah. Okay. Not seeing any coal. I feel like it's been a long time. There should be coal here. Okay, here's a little bit. Okay, great. This'll be fine. You only really need about, I think, 8 coal. You gotta get to 160 degrees, I think. Maybe 180. You can get up to 80 with conventional fuel, but you need coal to go above that. But it does still take a lot of conventional fuel to get that first 80 degrees anyway, so may as well just chuck a bunch of coal onto it. I might harvest that branch when I'm back on the way out. I'll also turn off my lantern on the way out. Once I'm sure I've gotten all the coal. Great. Okay. Still early. I'd even head back to camp office. I want to at least check trappers, see if I left anything in there. I don't think I did. And this is it. Let's just see if there's any coal in the exit. Any coal on the way to the exit. Let's see. Nah, it looks like that's it. Let's pop out and pop back in. Because if any coal was right on the line for spawning, it won't spawn while you're in there, but it could have spawned now. It could spawn right now. Okay, let's pop back in. I learned that trick from Sprocket Games. I think that was his name. Sprocket. Either Sprocket Games or Sprocket Gaming. But he explained that in an old video of his. I haven't seen him making any Long Dark content recently, but he has another channel where he does, he like reads Choose Your Own Adventure stuff, and those single player games where you have cards and or books and you read them and it tells a story. I think that stuff's pretty cool. Is that a coal? Yep. See, that's new coal. Maybe I should keep my lantern on. Alright, so this isn't a ton, but it is enough to forge. The next thing I need is scrap metal. I could go to the dam. The dam's going to be full of scrap metal. It's also going to head to Pleasant Valley too, so if I wanted to, I could do that. I could go there first. I'll bring my battery and all that business. Pleasant Valley actually has a battery, so maybe we just go there and knock that out because it's going to be on the way to get scrap metal anyway. I'm going to need you to tell me in the comments where I should go, because I'm just making plans on plans, I'm canceling plans, I'm making new ones. So you tell me. Should I deal with the cougar first? I kind of want to, I'm antsy to. But I do think I need more arrows regardless. Wherever I go, yep, more new coal. Nice. Yeah, wherever I go I'm going to want more arrows no matter what, so I think I should go to Forlorn Muskeg first. Okay. Alright. It looks like we got a pretty decent haul. 11? Yeah, that's fine. That's enough. That's enough. It's 20 degrees each. So 11's plenty. We might need some additional fuel, but we're not making tools. We're not making our hatchet or our knife or anything. So we're just making arrowheads. They don't take that long to make. A lot of people love trappers. A lot of people's favorite. There's a lot of debate over trappers versus camp office. I'm all for camp office. It's just more usable space. Although trappers does have a special bed that does more healing, but now that you can make a bearskin bed, that's a little less important. Let's grab one more of these. Yeah, I was just checking for rabbits. Alright, we'll pop in and then we'll just head back. The weather's really nice. I just want to see if I left anything here. I don't think I did. Nothing notable, I'm sure. Got some rancid fat. Yeah, place is pretty bare. Got some ragged work boots. Oh, we do have a little bit of coal here. I may as well take... We just have two. Well, let's leave them here just in case. We're not going to need more than we have anyway. Let's take the salt with us, though. Sure, why not? Kind of wish you could use that on the lantern. Because it's not like you need another incentive to fish. You already have... Oh, okay. You already have scurvy. That incentivizes you to fish. I'm going to map, because if I recall correctly, this area is not mapped. Oh, it's just not on the map. Interesting. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Let's go. Go back. Oh, let's see if there's anything I can hack up in there, though. I don't think there is, but let's just double check. Metal, specifically. We have this. Bunch of tea, that's fine. Doesn't really look like it. Just this. I can probably get 10 scrap metal and a workbench vise. Oh, I might want that, honestly. 4 hours? I could sleep here, but... Nah, I'm going to leave this one here. There are other ones worth breaking apart. But Trappers is a good base. We'll go to the dam. There's plenty of scrap metal to be had at the dam, it's fine. This weather's perfect. Very relaxing. Plenty of visibility. Be careful around this corner, because a bear could come from that way. Yeah, we're all good. Let's go check it out, actually. Because the train tracks are just right over here. Got a rabbit over here. A couple of them. Don't really need them. There's a cave right here. This rock fixture here has a opening in it. Yeah, that's a bear cave. I believe the bones inside the cave means that is an active bear cave. The bear's somewhere. Let's go up here and see if we can spot him. If I can break my hand first so that I can't defend myself, that'd be ideal. Let's go over here. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Yep, there's the other hand. I don't see him anywhere. Okay, let's go down here. There's the deadfall. Wonder what he's up to. His path used to be just right outside of that and right outside of Trappers. He didn't really stray that far. With the wildlife refresh a while back, it's possible that they changed his pathing a bit. I don't think I need that right now. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff I want to build, but I don't need to be harvesting it this second. My wrist's broken. I do want sticks, though. So I can cook that pile of ruined bear meat too and leave that here and make some water as well. That way when I come back, I'll actually have supplies. And that's probably a good idea. We'll see. Probably also going to leave in the morning after making some hot drinks, because I want to go out really early. Like I said, I want to get to Bleak Inlet during the day. I don't want to deal with an Aurora Cougar. So I want to head out early to get to the radio tower. I could leave in the middle of the day. Make all of my scrap and things like this, leave supplies up at the tower, and then fix it first thing in the morning and go to the cave. It's probably the better idea, because I have to go make arrows first anyway. That's probably the way to go. Alright. Let's just go over here and collect some more sticks. We'll get back home and plan these things out. So the plan is, go to Forlorn Muskeg. No, we gotta go to the dam and get scrap metal. We could have ripped up that workbench, but I feel like that's a bit short-sighted. We'll go to the dam, we'll get some scrap. Could probably just go tonight, honestly. I can sleep there. Yeah, I think I'll probably do that. Let's stop at Camp Office first. Just drop anything we don't need. The weather's okay. It's easy to find the dam from where we are. Okay. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, let's drop a lot of these. Just drop them all and pick some back up. Okay, we'll get more on the way. And let's drop coal. Pick up just a couple. And what else? We can drop this. We don't need this right now. I'll repair that later. We have 4 kilos of meat. That should be fine. Actually, a little bit more. That's fine. We could use some water. Let's take this one. We just have to make sure to make water while we're there. Let's drop this salt. And it's cooking oil as well. Okay. That's right. Now my hand is broken, so I don't want to encounter predators right now. Probably are going to, because wolves tend to be in this river access to the left. So we'll see. Let me make sure that my hacksaw has good durability. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, weather's getting a little rough. That's okay. That'll also potentially take care of predators. Not the ones that might be near me right now, but as we keep traveling. I believe predators who are like outside your radius will just disappear. I don't know how big that radius is. Oh, deer. Don't need them. Shame it wasn't here before. Let's just pretend that's our friend from last time. You know what, buddy? If you... Okay, he's not going to go with us. I was hoping he'd run this way, because then he'd protect us from wolves, because they'd go after him. So I think this is a shorter way to get to the dam than the train tracks. The train track, it's definitely shorter. The train tracks are more foolproof. You can't get lost. You just follow them to the yard in front of the dam. but this is much shorter. There also are usually wolves in both of these paths. Along the train tracks, they tend to be near the derailed cars. And here, they can be just in this area right here. And they can be, once we go through here, there's a cave and a hunter's blind. And past that, where the moose spawns sometimes on the lake, there can be wolves there. Some water tonight. This is a very short trip. We probably won't even get cold, honestly. The only thing I really mind about the pain condition is that it makes the edges of your screen a bit blurry. But it doesn't really do much. It'll stop you from reading a book or doing a couple of other actions. It'll say you're not well enough to do this. But it's almost never anything critical, so you don't really have to care about it. It will go this way. Already checked all that stuff out. I think there's always a deer carcass here, or at least there can be, but we got that way back when. Now, once we go to investigate Bleak Inlet proper, we'll do it through the ravine. Because the ravine puts you on the upper levels of Bleak Inlet, and you can then set up a rope to get to the lower levels, but you can't do it the other way around. So if you want to explore all of Bleak Inlet, just start on the top levels. I remember this fire a long time ago. I remember talking about Robinson Crusoe. Speaking of which, I just did a podcast with the Survivor's Corner. Kirk, Steven, and Jitwire, they invited me to do an episode on loneliness and solitude. We had a fun conversation. A bunch of people joined us, and there were some great questions and comments in the chat, and I really enjoyed it. And if you haven't checked them out yet, please do. If you're here, you probably have heard of them, but go check them out because they're doing something really cool with the Survivor's Corner podcast. And here's the dam right in front of us. We got the bridge. Sometimes the moose spawns over here. Bunch of deer over there across the river. Wolves can spawn up here too. Anyway, there was a thought we shared towards the end about activity. We were talking about recording The Long Dark, and I thought, well, this is kind of like writing a book. You are recording it for someone, for an audience, and people are going to see it, or at least you're going to make it public. But they're not interacting with you at the moment, like in a stream. Let's just go straight in. And to me, at least, when I'm writing, I don't feel lonely, even if I'm alone. That's a moment of solitude. And it was suggested that maybe solitude is associated with a feeling of activity, whereas loneliness is more separation from activity, separation from other people, separation from a social situation, etc. And afterwards I was thinking about the philosophy of Spinoza. And according to Spinoza, affects, which include feelings and emotions, these are ways of being affected or finding yourself affected in the world. Affects are feelings of increases and decreases in your capacities for action. And he separates these into sad affects, which are feelings of a decrease in your power. That is, you're becoming passive. From joyful affects, which are feelings of increases in your power. that is becoming active. And so if loneliness is a sad affect or a sad passion, then it makes sense that it would correspond to a kind of inactivity or separation from activity, a lack of power, a lack of connection. Whereas solitude, regarded as a kind of positive feeling, that's a joyful affect, a joyful passion. That's a feeling of connectedness. That's a feeling of engaging with yourself or with your environment. That's an increase in your power and your capacities. And so it's felt as something joyful. It's felt as something enjoyable. Okay, let's see what we can start hacking up. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff here. Where do we really want to start? We can get these shelves, the bench, the chairs, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to need too much metal. Let's just go in this room to start here. And we don't need to drink water. Okay, what do we got? 4 scrap metal? Does it need to be... Do we need light to do this? Because we might. Well, we're about to find out. Yep, sure do. Okay, so... let's just sleep here, I guess. But let's maybe grab some more sticks and stuff outside first. Or maybe we can hack apart some of these planks. Yeah, why not? May as well be productive. Be active, right? Any other planks? No. Okay, wind change. Now I'm protected from over here. That's going to take some time. Yeah, screw it. Oof, that's some damage. Let's go inside. I just wanted to kill some time so I can actually get a good night's sleep. Okay, let's drop all of this wood. Here. What happened? Was it too dark? Okay. Well, let's eat and drink and pass out on the floor. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna check the toilets here, because I think I left a bunch of toilet water here. Just in case I ever came back and needed water. That would be very helpful. Let's see. Yep. Bunch of toilet water. Great. Never have too much water, but I have had not enough water for a while. Okay, let's just top that off. Pass out. Let's pass 1 hour and then top off again because I really want to get 10 hours of sleep. Because I took a little chunk of damage there. Probably unnecessary, but why not? Okay, perfect. Oh, it actually wasn't unnecessary. We're not quite full. Pick this up. Now we have time to hack this stuff up. Now, arrowheads, you make, what, 2 of them for 1 scrap metal? We don't need that much scrap metal, but I would love to make all of the arrowheads I'm going to need for the rest of the game. I don't know how feasible that is, but that's what I would like to do, if possible. So, how much did that just get me? 6? 4. Okay. Let's get 6 from this. Now we're at 10, that's 20 arrowheads. How much food do we have? We have an okay amount of food. And drink some water. 3 hours? 8 of them? Okay. That's gonna drive me crazy. This has to go down. Okay. I don't think we have 3 hours before... I don't think we have 3 hours before we run out of light. Let's try? It's gonna be a waste, I can tell you that. Let's try. Okay, we got it, actually. Pop this down here. Okay. The middle of the night. We have an okay amount of food. And how's it going out there? If it's nice out, we could just go home now. I think we have 24 scrap metal, so we can make a lot of arrowheads. You know, it's not actually that bad. Not actually that bad at all. We take our bedroll? Yeah, we sure did. Let's just go. It's an easy journey. The only problem is if we get tired along the way, we'll start losing carry capacity, but we're not overweight right now, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just gotta be careful, because there can be wolves right around here. But if I see a wolf, I'm just going to light a torch, probably. Because I don't like the idea of aiming in the dark. Yeah, for the longest time, I would use the train tracks to navigate Mystery Lake. But this little path through here is so much better. Between camp office and the dam. I think what we'll do is in the morning, we'll make a bunch of arrow shafts. We'll get all set up, and then we'll head to Forlorn Muskeg tomorrow, midday. We'll bring a battery with us, and we'll bring it to the radio tower. We also need fuses and wires, though. There probably are some up there, but I don't know that for a fact. Probably should have looked around the dam, actually. Oh well. Worst case scenario, we can find them in Bleak Inlet. And then we'll bring our scrap metal and our arrow shafts, some quality tools to the forge. We'll bring a hammer too. And we'll make all of our arrows. We'll make a ton of arrowheads. And then we'll rest up. And then we'll repair the tower, assuming we have all the parts. And then we'll go fight the cougar. So I bet... probably... my guesses haven't been great on this, but I'm guessing we're going to get to that bunker 2 episodes. Maybe 3, depending on if we have everything we need to repair the radio tower. If we do, then the next episode will be traveling, forging, maybe repairing, maybe the cougar, but probably the one after that will be the cougar and the bunker. That's my guess. Looks like that's just a deer over there, no problem. Look at this, I'm not even cold. Weather's improving as we go. Nice fast trip. Mystery Lake is a really nice, easy map. Really easy to navigate. And then by the time we're done with the bunker, we should be done with curing, although I might want to bring 2 batteries to Forlorn Muskeg, so I can go straight to Mountain Town from Forlorn Muskeg for the next tower and bunker. I think I will do that, probably. And then from Mountain Town, then we can come back to Trappers, the dam, and go to Pleasant Valley, right? I don't think there's a path to Pleasant Valley from Mountain Town, right? No. We'll have to come back here. Okay, still relatively early. Not really tired enough to get 10 hours of sleep yet. So we'll see what else we can do. I doubt I can make arrow shafts in the dark, even though it only uses simple tools. Sweet home. Alright. These windows seem to give a little bit of light all the time. Okay. Let's see. We have a ton of scrap metal now. We could make 52 arrowheads. I doubt we even will. Right, an arrowhead takes an hour. So we would need 26 hours on the forge, and I just don't think we're going to feed it that much. But worst case scenario, we can just leave that scrap metal at the forge. It's fine. Okay, so what do we need? We need... Here, let me take some notes. Actually, let me leave them here. Instead of general notes, I'll just put them right here. Okay. Trip to Forlorn Muskeg and Bleak Inlet. 1. Forge equipment. I need a hammer. I need coal. I'll say coal and fuel, but probably it's just going to be sticks and coal. I bet there's some wood that I can break up over at Forlorn Muskeg. I need my scrap, which is already in my inventory. I want arrow shafts. Let's say done for a second. Let me look at this. So arrow shafts. Okay, that requires this, and then the actual arrows require tools, right? Yeah, or you can do it by hand, but that slows them down. So let's take some quality tools with us. Quality tools. Take some water. We need to take some food, because we're not really going to be hunting while we're there. So we might want to cook up some bear meat, something like that. Okay. 2, we need radio tower equipment, right? So we need wires, fuses, and scrap. Gotta make sure we leave enough scrap to repair, and batteries. Now let's say, note, bring enough for Forlorn Muskeg and Mountain Town towers. Okay. Then we need hunting equipment. Make simple arrows. Around 12. We'll make those. We need to bring... We'll have to start a fire quickly, so maybe some accelerant and books so we can start a fire really fast once the cougar shows up. Obviously our bow. Part of me almost wants to bring a backup bow, but I don't think that's necessary. And let's actually say, let's get rid of this. And we don't really need water, not a ton of water. Let's say 0. Basic gear. That's going to be food, water. Don't need any maple or anything like that. Okay. And let's just make sure we have our arrow shafts. We can make 3 of those per birch. We'll make a few of those in the morning. We have our arrow heads. Okay. Not forgetting anything, right? Got our simple arrows. We'll just need arrowheads and arrow shafts. A workbench. There's one over there. And we'll bring some more feathers. We'll just make as many arrows as we can. I doubt we'll need more, but why not? And I think that's really all we need. How's our travois doing? 56. So let's actually repair that too. We'll repair the travois as well. So let's bring feathers and repaired travois. Okay. And now what we can do... Now, we don't need a checklist. I'll just put a big X in front of them once we're done. Something like that. Okay, good. So, what can we start working on this moment while it's dark in here? We could start cooking while we sleep, maybe, but that seems a little... That's fine, we could. The hammer doesn't need anything. We have the coal, we have some fuel, we have scrap, we can make arrow shafts. We have quality tools, we have feathers, all that stuff we have. We could look around for the radio stuff here. Little concerned about that. Yeah, okay, so we just need to make some food. Maybe make some water, but we can do that while we're making arrowheads. Repair the travois. That's basically it. And prepare some arrow shafts. Okay. I don't think we can do any of that while it's dark. So let's just drink water, sleep, and we'll start cooking as soon as it's morning. How much water do we have? Okay. And... yeah, I guess we'll eat this. Get a few of these just to get us through the night. We should pick more of those while we're in Forlorn Muskeg. I don't remember exactly what routes we've taken, but there should be some somewhere in Forlorn Muskeg. Let's say 10 hours. It won't actually be 10 hours. It'll probably be more like 6. But that should be enough to take us to full anyway. Okay, still dark. Let's dip outside real quick, grab some food, and start cooking. We have fuel. We have a little bit of fuel. Bring these inside too. We can eat these. They give buffs. So, yeah, let's take this one especially. Take these pies. And is there anything else cooked over here? No. We can take a bunch of this meat, right? Yeah, let's take a bunch of bear meat. Calorie dense. And let's see if we can get a couple more sticks or anything from over here. Sometimes there's some branches and sticks right here. I don't know why I'd pick up all that meat right before gathering sticks. Okay. Bad order of operations. That's okay. Let's start cooking, and we can go out and find more fuel too. It's dark in here. Do this to help me navigate, but also so you have something to look at. I don't know, I like it up here, though. I hate the idea of dismantling all this. Okay. Let's get this going. We have 6 downstairs, too, so we'll probably just use a bunch of those as well. Go pick those up. Maybe cook these potatoes. I'm sure they're both ruined at this point. At least one of them is. Okay. Let's take this fur. We don't need it for anything right now, so we may as well use it. Take that. Let's take these sticks. Okay. And let's start cooking bear meat. Okay. Let's grab some sticks and just throw them on top. Yeah, that's plenty. And there's our quality tools. Pick that up on the way out. And let's grab some of this. Get 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12. We don't have to assemble all the arrows at Forlorn Muskeg. Once we have the arrowheads, we're fine. But I do want quite a few. I want around a dozen. More would be better. We'll take quite a few. We got 38 minutes here. I think that's going to be enough time to make... I should grab the simple tools, right? No, I just need this. That'll be basically as much time as the... Oh, what's the fishing tip up need? Oh, just scrap, fishing tackle, and stick and cloth? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's grab some... Let's make some of these. I think I currently have 4. Maybe 3 in my inventory. Okay. And we'll... Bear meat. Some more. Put some sticks on. Okay. Oops. That's really where I should keep my crafting stuff, right? And let's make some more arrow shafts. We can take some hydration damage. We're probably going to be crafting all day and preparing all day. And so, fine if we take a little bit of damage. Although, maybe not. I mean, we're making pretty good time. Drink this. Crafting, let's make 3 more of these. Okay. Let's take that, take this. And I think I want to make water. That should go long enough. Let's throw 1 more on. And I'll just leave this here. I'm going to swap it back. I like having 1 skillet and 1 pot so that I can have all the different recipes accessible. Okay, let's make 1 more set of these. Okay. Alright, so how are we doing? We have 16 arrow shafts. That's plenty. I don't need more than that. So let's go back here. Okay, what do we got? We have food. Made a bunch of that. We're making water right now. I'll pick that up. I'll pick up my hammer. We have arrow shafts. We have scrap. I'll pick up the quality tools. Right? I hit escape. Okay, we have food. Making water. Pick up a hammer. Got scrap. Got our arrow shafts. Okay, done. Pick up a hammer. Pick up more feathers. Okay, 30 minutes till boiled. That's fine. What else do we need? We don't need this. Now, is there... I don't think I left... I don't even know if I've been to the forge at Forlorn Muskeg, but I don't think I left a hammer there. No. So we're going to be a little bit heavy, I think, but we can put a lot of this into the travois. That's fine. Okay. We also probably don't need this, but I like having it with me just in case. I hate finding a locker and then not being able to do anything about it. And how much food do we have? We have a bunch. Okay, let's drop these. This should be enough food for us. Okay, 18 minutes until boiled. Let's go grab our coal. Take all of it. We're gonna need some for the cougar too. Take some of these sticks. Okay, so how are we actually doing? We're gonna need to take 2 batteries. We'll put those in a travois. Okay, so we have a bunch of cooked meat. Eat a little bit. Sure, we're hungry. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab quality tools. How much accelerant do we have? 1. Let's just take an extra. Why not? Okay, so now we're traveling a little bit heavy, but the travois will help with that. Okay. Let's repair the travois. Here's our coal and our fuel. We have our quality tools. Our feathers. Okay. We'll need to make this, but we have accelerant. We have our bow. We have our books. 2 is enough. Need to make these. So we really need stuff for the radio tower. We need to repair the travois. So let's grab... How do we repair the travois again? I know it's deer. Anything else? Something else, right? Got it. I always take 2. Just for some good luck. Get up here, grab our water. Probably won't burn, but take 1 more book. Okay, done. Done. 18 minutes, that would have been fine. Can we cook some of these? I think we can. 13 minutes? 13 minutes, okay. And let's repair the travois. Yep. Okay, cool, 100%. Alright, so we're all good. We need more water, but we'll do that at Forlorn Muskeg. That's totally fine. Because we're going to be foraging for a long time. So we just have to worry about the wires, the fuses, the scrap, and the batteries. We have scrap. We can always get more scrap in Mountain Town. That's not going to be a problem. But we need wires and fuses. Do we have any wires and fuses around here? Okay, we got 3 wires. Weird that that didn't disappear. What if I take it and put it back? Bet it'll disappear then. Okay, well, I lost money. Okay, so there's some wires. We have any fuses laying around. Oh, let's... Very low on oil, too. That's okay, we can always use torches. Not a big deal. Take these. Okay, do we have any... Oh, 26 of these. Do we have any... No, this is just tea. Okay, and there's not going to be anything in there. I mean, there's usually fuses and wires over at the radio towers. There's probably some in prepper cache too, but let's just see if we have any here, because that'd be really, really helpful if we did. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, probably fine. First things first is to get our weapons up to snuff. That's what matters. Okay, let's manage this inventory a little bit, because we are heavy, and we're going to put a bunch of stuff in the travois, but we're not going to put everything in the travois, so let's see what we got. Yeah, that'll go in the travois, travois. A bunch of the meat will go in the travois. This can just get dropped on the floor, I guess. Let's see. Our tools, we'll keep all that stuff. We can drop this now. Not going to make more arrow shafts. Let's harvest this. Okay. And let's... We don't need this much cloth. Sounds like there might be a blizzard outside. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm making a mess right now. Take that. That can go over there. Cloth can go over here. Okay. I wanted to head out, but I think it's not a good idea quite yet. Yeah, it's not ideal for heading over to Forlorn Muskeg, especially since I do have meat on me. Still might do it. Let's just organize a couple other things first. Let's repair this. I hate it. I hate repairing these terrible sports socks. I think they're the socks I started with, but I just haven't found better socks yet, and I don't want to have no socks in that slot. Let's repair them. Okay, we have enough water. I think we're gonna go. I think it might be a little foolish, but I think we're gonna go. And we'll just throw all this stuff into the travois. Yeah, that's the move. Okay, so next time we are going to head straight out. We have everything that we need. The only thing I'm a little concerned about are the fuses and wires, but we'll see how that turns out. That should be okay. But next time we're just going to head straight out to Forlorn Muskeg, at least get our arrow situation sorted, and then go from there. Thanks for joining me. Join me next time. And until then, strive to survive. Have a good one.